Queen takes the queen. Rook takes the queen. Pawn captures the pawn. And now let's take a look at the position on the board. Black has two bishops, but look at all of his weak pawns. We call these pawn islands. This is one island. This is an isolated pawn. The word isolated actually comes from the word island. I think in Italian the word isola, I-S-O-L-A, literally means island. So if you're isolated, it's like you're on an island all by yourself. So this is one island, this is an isolated pawn, that's another island, and then these pawns over here are the third island. Meanwhile, white only has two islands. So the more islands you have, that's bad. You don't want to have one island. But black does have the two bishops. So that gives him a slight advantage as far as having the bishop pair, as we call it. But on the other hand, white's compensation is that black has weak pawns. So let's see how that works out in this game here.
And he did a castle.
Black has, no, I don't think black will castle at all in this game. I don't think he does castle. Oh, actually does. The castle's on the queen side, though, not on the king side. And also, look at this bishop. Is this a good bishop? No. See, and that's really the problem. Black has two bishops, but this bishop is really not better. It's like a tall pawn. It's really not much better than a pawn. And so, what happens next is white continues with his development. Knight here, knight there, knight here. And now, I can never understand why people, I myself like to play the white side of this opening. Bobby Fischer played it, Emmanuel Asker, those are a couple of world champions that played it. They have the two bishops and then they go and give back one of the bishops. I never could understand why they do that. To me, that just doesn't make sense. And now black does castle. All right, so black's castled on the queen side. And these are weak. See, these are weak pawns. If black could ever get a knight in there, that could be very powerful for black. But white's not going to let that happen because immediately he pins the knight. See, now if the knight moves to get to that square, you're going to lose the rook if you're black. All right, so this is the way the author describes it. Black's pawn on e5 is weak, but that's his only weakness. The doubled C pawns are not weak, not yet. But if they start moving, then they are going to be weak. And these pawns could be, this pawn especially, these are on the half-open file. These could become very weak because they can be attacked from the front. And black has a good outpost square for his knight if he can ever get there. But white's not going to let that happen. So he pins the knight. And now these pawns start moving. See, this is when these pawns are going to look very weak. And once they start moving, it's not a good idea. But he had to do it because if he didn't do it, what would happen next is this would be very strong. You'd be attacking that guy 3 times, and where could he even go? He'd have to go here. You'd get into a lost endgame very quickly. You would lose this pawn. The only way to prevent losing a pawn is to push this and chase the knight away. The knight comes back here, and now this is a very powerful move.